Hello and welcome to Magic in My Food. This is Jyoti Dalmia. Today is Tuesday, and on Tuesday, I post normal recipe. So here comes a beautiful recipe which is very close to my heart. It's a Lebanese recipe. Yes, it's a manakish. I love manakish, and you are also going to love it. It's so easy to prepare. So let's begin with it. So for this lovely, awesome manakish, I am just going to first take a small bowl into which I am going to add the sugar. Yes, I am going to take some warm water in it. So drop some warm water. Be careful, the water should not be very hot, otherwise your yeast will get killed. So add warm water, and here goes the yeast into it. This is my dry yeast, and slowly it will feed on the sugar and it will activate. Such a beautiful phenomena. It eats the sugar and it gets activated, otherwise it stays still. So now my yeast is getting activated, and see how it has bubbled up. This is the way the yeast should activate. If it does not bubble up and forms a cloud, don't use it, throw it away. Now I have taken all purpose flour in a big bowl because I am going to need a dough. So into this flour I am going to add some salt goes inside it, make a well, and now I am going to add oil into it. So after adding the oil into it, I am going to give it a mix. Just rub the oil inside the flour so that it gets all my flour particles get coated with the oil. It will become a bit crumbly like. And now I am going to drop the activated yeast into it. See, I am dropping the yeast into it, and I am going to mix that into it. And now I am going to prepare a soft dough with the help of extra water, you can say, and make a soft dough. Yes, be careful while adding the water. Add little by little so you know how your dough is coming out. So now I am kneading a dough. It will take approximately 2 to 3 minutes to knead the dough. I have to make the yeast work, so for that I have to stretch the dough. Now I am going to dust it with oil. You can say you can dust it with the all-purpose flour even, but I find much better using the oil. So with the help of the oil, I am going to stretch it out. I am using a silicone mat. You can clean the floor, your tabletop, and use as it is also. I prefer using the mat. See, this is the way I am going to stretch it out with the help of my palm. So just stretch it out. Rub the dough along the mat. So this will help in the yeast to work properly. This will help in preparing the dough to become perfect for making the manakish. So now my dough is done. I am just tucking up the dough. Tuck the dough to form a ball. So see, here I am placing the dough in a big bowl, applying some oil over it so that it becomes easier for me to handle when it rises. So here I am covering with the cling foil, and I am going to prove the dough for at least 2 hours. Proving means I am going to let it rest for 2 hours so that it rises. Yes, the dough will rise. See how it has risen. It's looking so lovely. See, beautifully aerated. See, can you see the bubble? I'll show you the air bubbles. They look so lovely. See the air bubble. Isn't it beautiful? See how it has risen. So this is the way I need it. So now I'm going to remove the cling foil, and I'm going to just punch the dough. so that all the air comes out. So I'm going to just again knead it, and now I'm dividing it into portions. So here I've divided my dough into portions and I'm flattening it out. So now I'm going to show you how I prepare the za'atar spice. You know, za'atar is loaded with thyme, oregano, some sumac, some sesame seeds, and here I'm adding some olive oil. This gives a lovely flavor. Actually, manakish is made with the za'atar spice. This is my ready-made za'atar spice. You can make it at home even if you want. And I'm going to just give it a mix. I usually prepare my za'atar mix one day ahead, or at least I make and keep it because it imparts flavor to the oil. So I usually prepare and keep the mix ready to be used on my breads or on my potatoes. Whatever you want, you can use this mixture. This gives a different flavor to your recipe. So here I am adding a pinch of salt in it. And I'm going to mix it up. This I'm showing you how I'm preparing, but I'm going to use the one I have prepared a day ahead. So drop the mixture over the dough, spread it out, leave some edges because there's oil, it may drip, and I'm going to transfer this flattened bread on a baking tray. I am putting parchment sheet. If you want, you can put it as it is, but parchment sheet makes me easy to work. So here I am spreading it out on the parchment sheet because picking up and putting it on the parchment sheet was a pain. So I'm spreading it out on the baking tray only. So I'm going to just spread the za'atar spice, and similarly I'm going to roll out the other portions depending upon the size of my tray. So this tray can hold 4 manakish. So I'm preparing 4 manakish. Just spread it out, and here goes the za'atar mixture over it. The sesame seeds gives a lovely look. And over these manakish, I love cheese. Being on keto, I really enjoyed having cheese. And over here also I am putting some cheese over it. This takes the manakish to a different level. So here I am dropping some grated cheese over it. This, if you don't like, don't add, but I love it, so I am dropping some cheese over it. So I am making 3 with cheese and 1 as it is only with za'atar. This cheese is a mixture of mozzarella and cheddar. So now this is ready for grilling. So now I'm going to grill it for 7 to 10 minutes. That depends upon your oven. Mine gets baked or cooked within 7 minutes. So see, doesn't it look lovely how they have fluffed up? Beautiful. Can you see the oil bubbling, sizzling sound of the oil I can hear? The cheese have melted beautifully. So they look so lovely. I've just taken out from the oven. They look so pretty. Can you see? It's quite hot. Be careful. It looks so beautiful. So now I'm going to plate it. This is the traditional way of preparing the manakish. And I really enjoyed this manakish preparation of it also. And also eating it, devouring it even. So here I am plating it on a plate, and this I am going to enjoy with sour cream. You can serve this with sour cream, but I enjoy as it is because I love the flavor of the za'atar and obvious the cheese even too. So here I am placing on a plate. So here I am serving. My mouth is watering. It's hot. Be careful. See, it looks so beautiful. I can hear that lovely music playing of the Mediterranean. Now comes the tasting time. So here I am just rolling it, and this goes inside my mouth. See how fluffy it is. Isn't it beautiful? So if you have liked it and enjoyed it, just go and make these lovely minakish with cheese or without cheese. But before that, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and post comments and queries. I would love to answer it. Thank you.